Yeah, I mean, I'm just here for the camera, so fine. Don't mind me.
Yeah, I guess I can continue now with the draft. I guess it's pretty standard though with the Wisp and CK and whatnot.
Yeah, well, Wisp CK immediately followed up with the Nature's Prophets. That means Keita is really going all out on the global presence. Being able to get 3 heroes into any gank whenever the hell you want, that's gonna be really impactful if they manage to execute it properly.
Dire team back.
We've seen Wisp CK played a lot of times, but it usually goes pretty much one in two ways. Either it works amazingly well and you just snowball out of control, or you just can't really ramp up the enough farm on the CK and it just doesn't work, and Wisp is kind of crappy unless he has someone to partner with and do the work.
Yeah, I agree. I think you have to get an advantage to actually make this work, because if you get on the back foot, I think it's kind of hard to come back with a Wisp who, well, yeah. I think he's quite nicely, but in some sort of later mid game, he's so easily bursted down with even supports, depending on what they're going to pick up. But since the good studio banned out the Lina themselves, I guess these kind of strong supports with the big burst damage will not be seen in this game.
Well, we have seen the good studio beating a Wisp in the previous game though, with Warlock helping out, and I think that with the kind of play that we saw from them, I mean the lanes weren't really particularly strong, but the amount of team play they have and the amount of, sorry for cat sounds, you know, just being there for each other constantly, I think that actually would work in their advantage. 5-man Dota is what they're lining up for with the Magnus and a Gyro already, and I think they're going to be doing okay against a lineup from Keita at the moment.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if they copy a kind of lineup that they have used earlier in the tournament, which is putting the Gyrocopter on the safe lane, having the Magnus mid, and picking up as good a tri-lane as they can do. It's one of the best ways to shut down the Wisp, is just tri-lane against her. She doesn't really offer all that much in a tri-lane, with Teether not being much of a setup stun at all, and her 0 base armor also making her very squishy.
True, sorry. I just came in too close to the microphone. Let out a huge ass meow.
Yeah.
It's a 5-man cast. You got a cat on stream. What more do you want?
Cats always improve streams.
Yeah. Well,
we just need a baby and we can go viral with this.
Oh my god, that would be awful.
Jesus.
I do not volunteer, thank you very much.
Yeah, Onin, I have to ask, why do you refer to Wisp as a she?
I don't know, I sometimes just call heroes she for no reason. I called Bane a she earlier and he doesn't sound female at all, so...
No, but it's Wisp, so it's kind of an it, but its name is Io.
I think it's just because the...
Io is also a neutral name though, it's like an it.
10 seconds remaining.
I guess the sounds it makes sound kind of female.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
It sounds ethereal. It is neutral.
Reserve time.
It also makes sense considering all of the popular combos with the Wisp always have a male carry. So hey, if you're gonna have a combo, then it's the most obvious is to have the Wisp be the female.
I guess so.
If he's a male, I'm totally okay with that too. No Hayden.
Sexism and cats.
Well,
okay.
Looks like we still need an offlaner for Keita on the Radiant side, unless they're gonna put the Nature's Prophet there, which I kinda don't think. But safe lane for Wisp, Chaos Knight, Puck, mid, Nature's Prophet, jungle. Just one more left to go to, and for the good studio in terms of lanes. Well, they have run aggressive trial lanes the entire day so far, I believe, so I think we can expect that as well with the Shrek and the Rubik, the two supports. The question is, are they going to be having a Gyrocopter on the aggressive trial lane, or are they going to be having still a hero left to be picked up on the aggressive trial lane, with Magnus played by Weapons in the mid lane probably again?
I'm looking for a Juggernaut pick from the good studio. He is one of the best heroes to put in an aggressive tri lane. It's being so hard to kill with the Blade Fury. You're always able to protect him from any kind of magic setup, and just doing so much damage from the very first level. I do think that Keita is looking for another support, because they probably know that, well, this a Clockwork could do both, actually.
Well, no, they needed an off lane, so they picked the Clockwork for the off lane. Because Nature's Prophet in the jungle.
Yeah, they could have just thrown away the off lane and have Nature's Prophet jungling anyway, or just put him off lane against potentially a solo Gyrocopter would have done fine. But Clockwork could do both, so they could just surprise Good Studio with some wonky lanes.
10 seconds remaining.
So we're 4 people and we still managed to have at least 5 seconds
5
of silence.
But that's because like I just talked, so I figured there's 3 other people here, so I can't really say anything for a while.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you know,
we get
that's
the
it.
Skywrath.
Skywrath Mage. Let's see. Scriff is actually playing it. He's been playing the offlane mostly. Let's see if he's gonna do it again or if he's gonna be going for something else.
He might be playing this as support.
Doubt it because
no.
Wepa solo mid as Magnus. Most likely you get Draskell farming on the gyro.
Well, I guess.
Yeah, I think we'll throw Draskell on the safe lane and tri lane with the Skywrath Mage.
But you need those levels on the mage though. So maybe even Scriff on the solo safe lane and Draskell on the aggressive tri lane.
Yeah, that would make the most sense for me. Gyrocopter is a very good offlaner with the amount of damage that the level 1 rocket barrage can do and just how much
Prepare for
harassment
battle.
you can do with a flag cannon without even having to initiate.
Yeah, but Durasso goes top, so I guess it's going to be the aggressive trident with Scriff, who actually buys sentries. Or did he get fooled? I don't want to do the math. Someone else do it.
Well, he did get them himself, yes. Otherwise, he
Yeah.
would have a different. It would have a different owner because I think they chose.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is definitely interesting. They're picking up the Skywrath Mage here. We saw this a lot in the Asian scene that they picked up a Windrunner before Skywrath was even there, and going an aggressive tri-lane with a Windrunner as the supposedly the one that gets the farm, supposedly the carry one. But Skywrath could also do that job with that insane power of nuking.
I haven't seen Skywrath Mage played in the tri-lane at all. I've only seen him as
30
a solo,
seconds to
either
battle.
mid or safe lane, so I'm really wondering if he is really all that useful at the lower levels. It's gonna be interesting to see, and
Well, he
it
does
might
have a
even
high
beat it.
spam. He does have a high spam possibility.
I think they might also pick him because of the silence. The way I see it, well, yeah, this is going to be a puck on the bottom lane, and if they silence him, there's no way they can he can escape, and they might actually burst him down.
The battle
So, yeah.
begins.
Maybe that's the reason why.
Do you think they actually called a puck being safe lane solo though?
Nah, but
The
even if it
Wisp
was,
CK it makes
even
sense.
even if
but-
it was a CK Wisp, I think if they silence the Wisp, how do you want to? Well, how is the CK going to protect him, especially at level 1? Of course, he can, well, throw out a stun, but that's about it.
Well, we'll see. We do have the CK Wisp, of course, mid. So going for the Fnatic kind of way of doing things. Let's just go over who's playing what, because the two mid are actually the two that have a team. And I'm actually, because I know this team, or at least I know the name, which kind of means that it's not that much amateur kind of team name, I think. So I know the team name, don't know the players themselves though. We're going to be seeing IO played by Smith. It will be Chaos Knight played by IOI, I don't know. Will be a Gosu player played by played on the puck, and on the top lane it will be Dr. Martin rather, playing the Clockwork, and of course Nature's Prophet played by Michaelicious, who a lot of people will know from the forums of Jonoda.
Oh yeah, he's really active there.
It's really famous.
We'll leave someone else to
Yeah.
introduce Good Studio.
Yeah,
So
Coco, do it.
I'll take it, and on the Good Studio at the bottom lane, we got Too Good now stunning up but missing up on the puck on the aggressive tri-lane with Bruno playing Rubik, and we got Scriff playing the Skywrath mid is Whipus with the Magnus. We've seen him all day pretty much in all tournament playing Magnus mid and doing so very well. And at the top, Draskell farming away on the Gyrocopter.
Yep, solo laning against the Clockwork will be easy for him. Dr.
Well, it
Martin.
should be, but actually the Clockwork is doing better. I mean, 6-4 is not that
Wow.
big of a deal just yet, but might be.
Surprisingly so, actually.
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
even
a-
more surprising. Oh, Buck is actually picked up. No, can get the page off just in time.
Oh yeah,
He's
this
actually
is
doing
gonna
really
be
well against
interesting to see.
Australia.
How are we doing play by play?
I
It
guess
is
the,
very difficult. I'm just gonna shut up as soon as something happens and hope everyone else sees it.
Everybody
Because
else
scorecards
has
wise,
something.
same here. I'm not going to go do play-by-play.
Oh well.
Okay, so I guess I'll leave it to Sheever in most cases unless I really get something that she misses in startup. I guess that
Yeah,
makes
or
more sense.
you know, if someone is talking and the play-by-play happens, you can just start. I think you can just continue. Otherwise, there's gonna be an awkward like pause. Like, are you gonna take over? No, you're gonna take over? No, and might as well just go with the flow.
You're pinging on puck, but
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think kill him.
Look at that level difference already though. Puck level 4 while everybody on the tri lane level 2. Puck is one of the hardest heroes to kill off early game. And I kind of think that with these lanes, I wouldn't be surprised if the good studio actually tries to go for different lanes, because they can't really kill off a Puck. Or can they? Or can they?
Yeah,
they can, okay.
That's the silence. That's
Oh,
exactly
oh
the
my
silence.
god.
Oh!
He can!
He has himself! What the fuck just happened?
Oh my god, 4 HP, that was just...
It was 2. I saw 2.
Silence just ran out and he just jaunted away. Really quick reaction by him.
Damn.
Oh god, and
Well,
they're...
you definitely called that with the silence, that's what they were looking for, and they're actually going really aggressively inside now. It's too good, but no, Puck just knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he knows definitely what he's doing. I mean, we had of course some discussion in the lobby earlier on about the Radiant team in this case being professional players rather than just staff. And I guess that was a bit of a show of what a professional player would be able to do, so who knows. But they can't kill the Puck, but they can kill the tower. They have taken a tower down, level 2 Edict helping out, and with that early game gold they will help out with the rest of the lanes as well. And I still am hoping for some rotations to try and get that mid lane down, because Wepas can't do anything here while Chaos Knight is just happily farming away.
What's kind of odd though is that they've actually given most of the farm to Too Good on the Leshrac, and meanwhile Scriff is just playing the support Skyra. Just really odd choice indeed. But that's gonna mean if they want to rotate mid, that's gonna have to be Too Good and Bruno together, because Skyra Rubik doesn't really have the greatest amount of killing power.
Well, apart from the silence, you kind of need that follow-up stun, indeed, from the Leshrac. I agree.
Although they're probably just gonna wait until Weapons is level 6 before they rotate in, so that they can secure a really good RP and just get both of the CK and the Wisp at the same time, which just be a lot more efficient.
Top lane. Clockwork kind of lost farm now. Drasco caught up. He was behind at first, but now he's dominating this lane. I guess the phase boots helped him out really quickly.
He's actually going to be walking back to base, quite surprising, missing out on quite a bit of farm. With phase boots he can get there fast, but I don't know, I wasn't really expecting him to be in any close to dying or anything like that, so it's quite surprising to see him do
He's
that.
just forced off lane by the fact that the Clockwork is follow crowing and just continuously spamming rocket flares, getting both some last hits and harassment from it. And Gyrocopter is pretty low range, so you're gonna, if you want a last hit, you're gonna be in range for the rocket to hit you.
Yeah, and at the bottom lane, they're actually just pushing forward. They got the Leshrac, they got Edict, and if they manage to push in, there's not a lot that Puck can do. He knows there's the silence there, so he doesn't want to, jump in too far, and they can just keep on with the tier 2 tower.
Yep,
They're just continually throwing birds at him.
Radiant's bottom tower.
And the only kind of counter push that he has is of course his orb, but he needs his orb in case they go on him, so that he can't really use that either, and the tower already down to 485 HP. And this is gonna be tier 2 going down fast. Oh.
He's level 6.
Yeah, finally the rotation comes in, and will they be able to do anything with a level 6 Clockwork? And Io just hanging about.
Oh, the levels are so low on the trial, and Hookin up on 2. Telekinesis is still there. Will it matter? Edict helping out. Nice Sprout is gonna be the first blood. Double kill. Clockwork taking the game. Scriff on the run and is gonna be giving a triple kill to Professor Dr. Martin. Pretty strong.
Yeah, the cogs are just too strong, really. Someone got pushed out by the Sprout, I think?
Yeah, they did.
And yeah, that was just, he took the full damage from the cogs, and it's just level 1, but still, it looked like he took so much damage, and it was a nice engagement there. And this is going to give Puck a lot of farm on the bottom lane, at least level 6, and maybe even some sort of treads with it.
Yeah, and that aggressive trial and has seen its end with that. Look at the levels of the good studio on those three heroes that were bottom. They are level 3 and level 4, up against heroes that are level 6 or level 5. It is definitely not going to be easy. They need to find their experience somewhere. They're actually going to be going in here. They're going to be trying to go for an RP. Gets it on 2. Splitter to follow up, and that is going to be Telekinesis summing up the Wisp with that as well. 1 down, 2 down, and 2 kills returned by the good studio, both taken by Too Good, so they get it on the right hero as well.
That's immediately gonna rotate this into a tower push, getting their second tier 1. So what they're trading in that first blood and that kind of a poor engagement for them in the bottom lane, they're just getting it right back in map control.
Yeah, that was, I gotta say, it's really unfortunate for, well, Keita, the Invis rune. It's probably the best rune weapons could have gotten.
Oh, Dream Coil up on 3. 1 down already, and the rest on very low HP. Script will be going down as well. 2 on the way out, but here comes Michaelisha. Telekinesis comes in. Flare actually misses Bruno because he telekinesis. That Sprout is there though. Tango being used by Wepas. Bruno, 16 HP. Wisp TP coming in, and they are gonna be getting at least 1, maybe 2 Reality Rift in. They get Wepas, they stun Wepas, they kill Wepas, and the cooldown from Graskell trying to do something. Can he actually kill off? The Wisp TP's coming in as well, but the Wisp will be TPing out again with his hero tethered towards him, and this is gonna be rotations upon rotation from everybody.
Yeah, and this will be maybe the tier 2 mid, tier 1 mid open.
Oh, Clockwork is taking a lot of damage here, and does actually drop. That was just overconfidence and a little bit of overextension for him.
Yeah, I really wanted to set up even more of an advantage on his mid lane for them, because he still had his hook shots, had yet another way of initiation for them, but then you get silenced and then you can't run anymore.
And these are kind of pickoffs that the Good Studio really needs, but that fight they just had, losing so many heroes that early on, I mean they did get the towers, they do get the map control, but these kind of pickoffs can really put Wisp and CK on the map even more so, and get that mid-game dominance. I mean, we are at the 10-minute level. This is the time when Wisp CK should be taking the game. And they're on the right path.
Yeah, definitely now with Paz, has a level 6, has the relocate, and Chaos Knight has a little bit of farm. We'll get the drum up pretty soon. And this is pretty much the important part here. If they manage to snowball out of control, then they could take this game. But if they won't really find the kills, then the Wisp isn't really doing anything. Because Wisp is just a +1 to Chaos Knight.
Top lane engagement. There's a telekinesis. It's a splitter. Oh, it misses. Faces out. And oh, 2-man caught. I can still be in by Wisp as well.
The cooldown was there. It hit everybody, but Gyrocopter is still alive. The RP will be there to claim him. And we got the Skywrath chasing after Dr. Martin. And as well as the Proc, but he's pretty much running out of mana. And Magnus, long cooldown the Skewer. They're not going to be able to get anything here.
But they did push out a buyback from the puck, so not too bad from the studio. Actually, really good.
Yeah, nice juke here from the puck. Gonna get right in the hands of the Skywrath actually. Silence doesn't hit, Nature's Prophet coming in. That's gonna be Script going down for that one. Weapons, make sure he gets out of that place.
They really hung around too long for there. They really have to respect his global presence, especially from the Nature's Prophet. Just TP down behind him, cut off all his retreat paths, and easy kill for them to pick up.
Looking at the graphs, it's experience-wise, I guess that was to be expected because, as we pointed out, this tri-lane not getting too much experience, but the gold graph is, I don't want to say quite even because 500 gold at this point is not really too much.
Yeah, and we're actually finally talking about the Nature's Prophet. He has his Midas by now, and if he's just going to continue farming the forest and jumping in and getting a kill here and there, he hasn't died, he's just doing really well. And a Nature's Prophet with a global presence is going to help out the CK Wisp. That could definitely spiral out of control.
Definitely.
The one thing the Nature's Prophet really has to start doing though is start pushing some towers down. Right, that the gold difference is really minimal, but it's especially considering the Good Studio is 2 towers ahead, and if the Nature's Prophet can start putting some pressure on the Good Studio's towers, then that can easily be 2,000 gold going into their favor again if they can even up the tower score.
Yeah, they really need... Nature's Prophet needs to give them that map control. They need to clean up the tier 1s, at least the tier 1s, so CK can do it. Oh.
Yeah, Scriff gonna be able to dodge himself out of that one unless no Dream Call coming in, but the TP's coming in as well. We have got the... Yeah, I guess Bruno has to run away from that one. He's gonna not be able to help his teammate. Actually, they might still try to go for this. Wisp is actually the only one that gets out of there. RP hits only on 1, but they might be able to kill off the Chaos Knight, which would be huge, but 3 seconds on upon Wepas. He is gonna be in some trouble as... Actually, Puck decides to not go for that, too risky to stick around. But they do get 2 kills out of that. Actually, Shrek dying in the meantime on the top lane due to the clockwork, I believe, that got himself a solo kill with that. 2 kills. Going away again.
I was wondering why Driscoll wasn't deeping into the mid lane, but I guess he was forced to the top lane instead to just 2 initiations on several separate lanes. Then you gotta choose, and I guess he chose poorly.
Well, they had to split their forces, and that, like you said, I mean, it didn't work out. They just, I mean, at one lane there was only Bruno helping out, wasn't in time to do that, and Driscoll actually crashed. So maybe that's the reason why he didn't connect back in. He's on his way back to the base. Oh, poor guy. Almost there.
Yeah, call Nolini. Yeah, this is really quite actually still an equal game, but yeah, as Onin pointed out, Good Studio is 2 towers ahead, so the graph would technically be like 2k in favor, 1k in favor of Keita.
Yeah.
Looking on the map, there's quite a bit of wards being dropped down. 3 for the Dire side, 2 for the Radiant. All of them well placed, I think. Give some good vision. Although I think before it was kind of, especially during the nighttime, the vision was a bit lacking for Keita. That's why they couldn't play as aggressive as they could be now, and as they actually did right now. So we'll see.
Yeah, we're gonna see probably the Good Studio having a bit of a break, knowing that the Wisp ability is on cooldown for now, but it's already back up again, and they're kind of forced into, like they did it earlier, and when the moment they stopped doing it, they indeed got ganked, and they're indeed gonna be going top lane actually. It's probably already coming in. Too good, getting sprouted up, gonna be using Edict and Nova to try and do as much damage as he can before going down, but go down he shall. Dr. Martin falling with him. Driscoll getting a 4-second stun, going down as well. 3 dead on the side of the Good Studio, 2 dead on the side of Keita, and it will be a buyback for each team with a 2 versus 3 trade.
Yeah, that's pretty much what they need to be doing. They need to jump in with the CK Wizard. Whoa, we do have a Clockwork Hookshot coming out. So much damage on Clockwork, too good. No, he can't actually cast because of the battery assault. And enough time for Chaos Knight to come up and clean up from behind. Magnus, 4-second stun. He won't be able to do anything. He does have the RP, but really no support to do anything with it.
I think Onin and I were looking at the same thing. Drift completely killing himself. He just used his ultimate on the Clockwork, who just used his Blade Mail, so he took all the damage to himself.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Good Study actually picked up the Skywrath Mage as a counter to the Clockwork, because yeah, Mystic Flare on the Clockwork just always hits only him, and that can be enough to just kill him immediately. But this guy rushed the Blade Mail, and suddenly Scriff is not a happy camper at all.
But yeah,
I already said it hurt me more.
Exactly. The engagement was, well, the engagement before wasn't actually too bad for the Good Studio. They forced out at least 4 people, or 5 even, and they got 2 kills in return. So I think they're trading quite equally, even though Keita is definitely in the better position right now, having a 6k almost experience lead.
But they're not really trading the good heroes. Chaos Knight has got himself a
Oh,
nice run.
wait a second, bottom lane Driscoll gonna get bursted down, gonna do what he can. TPs are gonna come in to help him out, but they will not be in time, or will they? Driscoll, stick charges, helping out Rocket Barrage. He does get the kill in the end with help of the tower, but does go down with it. Wisp goes down, or goes away again with the relocate. And Puck is the only one left here with the haste room, but they won't be able to kill her off.
In the meantime, Rubik gets killed by Clockwork and Nature's Prophet. Wepas must be the saddest Magnus in town. I think his ultimate got cancelled twice. And didn't get the kill on the Wisp. Oh, actually, how did he die?
And that was actually...
Dire's top tower.
Nature's Prophet.
No, because then the kill would have gone to Nature's Prophet.
I think...
No, Nature's Prophet's the same team. That makes... I don't know how he died.
I guess one of the ranged attacks from any hero just followed him after the relocate, put him back to that location.
That's not possible, because then they're like all the ranged attacks are disjointed by the relocate apart from the Skywrath Mage thing, and then you would have seen a kill from someone
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah,
instead
but
of just by the Dire.
On the hero, the corpse basically shows
Dire's
that he was on the tier 2 on the top
A
lane.
tower? A tower? hit.
I'm pretty sure that the relocate returning you to the original position doesn't disjoint, so then it would have been a tower hit, yeah.
Then it has to be a tower hit, yeah.
Dire's top
Well,
tower.
at least they get an extra kill out of that. I think the Good Studio can definitely use that because they are not in a position to really get that many kills themselves right now. Not when the CK Wisp is on the map. Unless they're gonna go for 5-man pushes, which for now they don't really want to yet because the Gyrocopter still needs to farm up way more. He has got his Overclub, wants to go for that BKB, and he is gonna get ganked again. Sprout is up, hook shot is actually in. No CK Wisp needed, and they will get the kill very easy. Maybe Weapons can get an RP going. There he goes, gets it onto another Mystic Flare with the Blade Mew up. Oh, Wisp coming in, he wants to clean out. Weapons already gonna be going down to the Puck, and that's also gonna be Scrift going down. So that in the end they still get the kills on the side of Keita, but they lost 2 for it. And they get the tower.
Yeah, nice play by Scrift, actually waiting for the Blade Mail, well, to almost run out.
Yeah.
I still think he took some damage, but at least he waited it out. And the combo with the RP, I actually never thought about this. This is so much damage. And it's so well placed, you can't possibly miss, actually.
Yeah, although Mystic Flare does share
But,
the damage.
yeah, we have CK. Hop on too good, but there's no way they have enough, and they should back off now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Gonna seeing Good Studio. What do they need to still get back into the game here? Because right now they don't have it. They're just waiting and seeing.
Dire's bottom.
Oh, are
are
they gonna go again? Nature's Prophet TP's himself in already. There's no Wisp relocate, but maybe that's not needed, not with a hookshot there. We do have a telekinesis. Professor Martin can't hookshot now. Now he can. Finds Draskell. Gets actually him out of the cogs. Splitter is gonna try to help out. It is Rubik that goes down first. Too Good will be going down as well. But the Mystic Flare and the last hit, there we go. Skyward Mage picking up a kill. Martin getting silenced up, getting a homing missile to his face as well. Rocket Barrage helping out. Draskell in some trouble, getting sprouted up, getting killed off. Doesn't get any kills in return. Double kill for Michaelicious. Maybe Mage can pick off someone else if they need just one more hit for Professor Modern. Weapons will do the job. Actually, Michaelicious is going to be trying to chase down Script. Weapons going to try to stop that from happening, and he is successful in that. But I don't know how long he still wants to be hanging around here. Oh, they still want to have the Mage, and they will be able to do that. And there they go. Killing spree, and Weapons now has to run for his life. 3 for 3 in the end on the trade. I'm saying in the end, but that's not really true because Rubik died first. So it's actually 4 for 3 with Michaelicious going to be making it 4 for 4 if he dies here. Wisp is actually going to relocate out of there. Oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
They are RP'd in the base. No.
That was clutch.
They're actually maybe trying to fight this. They are gonna try to fight this. Nature's Prophet can come in soon again as well. Chaos Knight gonna be fighting Weapons. Weapons going down. Nice splitter though. Fatebot going through as well. But here comes Michaelicious. Edict Nova, Too Good. Try and stay alive. Won't be able to do that. Going down. And that is gonna be Bruno going down as well. And that is gonna be a complete turnaround from that fight.
Dire's top tower is under
Grab
attack.
just going up and up and up and not looking to fall back again. And looking at the net worth, even the Wisp is more farmed than any of the Good Studio.
Yeah, I want to point out, Michaelicious doing that engagement, he used the Treants to actually block, and they couldn't really block Skywrath Mage, and he couldn't actually get to the Wisp and kill her off, just because of that. It was just beautiful to watch.
Gotta say, this global presence from Keita, they're really executing it to the maximum of their ability. And it just forces so much action onto the map that the Good Studio never has any freedom to get any form of items up on any of their heroes.
Oh,
And
Dream
Puck
Coil.
jumps in here with the Dream Coil. The call down comes in as well as Clockwork jumping up on the Skywrath Mage. Can't do anything from that far. The Shrek is in there with his ultimate. Puck taking a lot of damage as well as Idle. And Magnus finally falls down. That's gonna get them the Shrek as well. That's a complete team wipe. They did kill the CK, but they are just gonna streamline the tier 3 and the Rax 20 minutes in.
Yeah, and I would say MVP to Puck's silence, making sure that Weapons couldn't do anything in that fight, and basically making everybody quite useless. Even though there wasn't an RP, he just couldn't do anything. He got himself in the fight and then just was there and died.
Yeah, in general, this Puck throughout the whole game, I mean, against the tri-lane, he didn't get any farm, but he made sure to at least survive and not give them any kill. I think he died once to them, after all, but still, yeah, now he's sitting on his blink, and also he is now finally more farmed than the Good Studio, so yeah.
Yeah, it pretty much says it all, and we do have a secure in. There is no RP though, because you get silenced once again. Nature's Prophet going invisible, and they have no detection to do anything. Io doesn't have the mana, will be gone away, and they did manage to get the Nature's Prophet in the end because of that sentry ward. They're looking for straggles, but it's just not going to happen.
And poor Wepa still doesn't have a blink dagger, and you see this in those fights engagements. He really needs to blink to initiate.
Oh, Dr. Wepas ahead.
Yeah,
Dead.
you can't let that go. Jasper coming in a bit too late.
Wow, good city really cornered at this point. They really need some good farm on Driscoll, but yeah, he's only sitting in face boots, drums, and an ogre club. He's not even getting the space because as soon as he walks out of base, there's at least one Wisp TP coming in, if not a Nature's Prophet as well.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, they could just turn any one of their heroes into a 4-hero gank, and all of their heroes that don't just have global presence also have very high range initiation, whether it's Clockwork's hookshot or Puck's blink into Dreamcoil. So you can just initiate from out of sight with 4 heroes. What the hell are you gonna do against that?
Yeah, I mean, we really have to commend the draft here from Keita. It's really a very, very potent, very, very global ganking potential draft. It's quite amazing when you think about it.
Yeah. You also see that the good studio is not desperate, but they know they have to make something. Well, they have to be more sustainable in those fights, and Too Good's actually going for there's a fight going on. There's Blink, there's a little Wisp Sun, and Bruno's might go down Trickle, there's a telekinesis, so my camera is kind of
yeah, Driscoll as well, he puts out the cooldown, it's not gonna hit anything. The RP actually hits everybody, but we're completely unknown. Manages to clean up the fuck, but does drop, and that's just GG. That is too much. It was the last chance for them. That's pretty much it. Same password for next game,
middle
guys.
tower is under attack.
Yeah, very convincing play. Wisp CK victorious once again. Good studio, not able to get their flow rolling rather. They tried, and they had some comebacks, which were definitely needed. It could have gone a lot worse, but they just couldn't get their foot in the door, and that showed.
Yeah, the past 5 to 10 minutes were just completely dictated by Keita, and there wasn't even a single change in any of the heroes' net worth on the good studio after Keita just took complete control of the map.
Yeah, and to finish my point I was actually trying to make, they were so desperate that Too Good actually built up a mech. He started on his BKB I think, but then changed to a mech because he was the only one who could actually get some fun going. Yeah, so impressive display.
This is really Keita taking it 1-0. It's a best of 3. It was actually supposed to be the first game trader mode, I think. But then it was a normal CEM game.
Yeah, teams agreed on with each other, so.
Yeah. Well, this has been weird, and it kind of worked, but it's been fun. But I think we're gonna return to 2 people and 2 people.
Yeah, it's kind of awkward to know who's talking and stuff.
Yeah, so I think it's best to leave with a play-by-play and Kokostern. But it was an interesting experiment, so thanks a lot, Sheever, for having us on your stream.
Thanks a lot for having me on your stream.
Oh, thank you.
And Skim, thanks a lot for being on our stream.
Yeah, thanks for having me as well. Also, thanks to Sheever, and I think it was a fun experience. Yeah.
It could really use some tweaks. I felt like I was hogging the mic when all the fights going on. So
we'll work on it next time.
We'll work on it.
How about that? Yes. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna destroy the call. Again, thanks a lot, Sheever. I'm Kokostern, with me was Onin, Sheever here as well, and Skim. So that's the 4 of us, and see you later.
Yeah, let's jump into game number 2. No matter on which stream you watch, here we go.